भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुं स्वस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. May it be auspiciousness that we see, that we hear, that we do. May the Master in his varied manifestations be well and keep us well so that we can play our roles in the manner fit. Om. We have gathered for a Gita Satsanga. Idam shariram kaunteya kshetram iti abhidiyate etadyo veti tam prahuhu kshetrajya iti tadvidaha. Gitacharya says, Idam shariram kaunteya kshetram iti abhidiyate. Understand this body to be the kshetra, the field in which all these things happen, so many things. Those who know it, those who understand that, those who know the actual truth are called kshetrajñas. So when we recognize the Bhumi Natha within us, when we recognize the light within us, then this piravi will be finished. So this Sudal will come, Shiva will poke his Trishula, and the entire sadhana will go inside and the light will shine. And to help us in that is Sahayamba, Tunai Malayamman. There's this beautiful song of Ramanatha Brahmachari where he says, Tirichuri Nadane Kandene, Tirumbi Varamale Nindrene. Tirichuri Nadane. So when you kandify, when you see, and not only this, Kandene is not necessarily only by the physical eye seeing. No. It is by the Jnanakan seeing. When the knowledge exhibits itself, when it reveals itself, when it, as Ishwarananda Giri says, when this presses upon, when your prashna of Mauna presses upon the Shivaguru will reveal himself. Tirumbi Varamale Nindrene. I cannot come back into an identity-based existence. Not possible. So this Piravi Kadal comes to an end. And then there is true freedom, true independence. How does it happen? They said only grace can make it happen. Only grace actually chooses us. Bhagavan, in his Navamani Malai, writes, Mudiyil vaadum makkalil enpaal udiyam yadini petra. Among all these, out of all these creatures in this world, what did you gain by choosing me? How can we ever repay that fact that we are the chosen one? And we can never have a doubt that we are the chosen one. Because we are here together in this satsanga. We are talking about him. We are enjoying him, as is there again in the Bhagavad Gita. Kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha madchitta madgata prana bodhayantah parasparam. We were recently only discussing that. So if we are here, then we are here only to be saved. No doubt about it. There is no looking back. Cannot be. He has allowed the forward path. No doubt. So he has chosen us. But having chosen us,
Do you think he will make life easy for us? He has chosen us for the highest good. So we have to recognize that the lower goods are not good enough. You have to recognize that. So he will put us through test after test after test after test in the worldly sense. Very worldly. What difference does it make? He can put us through any number of tests. It has nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us as the truth. So 100 tests, 2000 tests, what difference does it make? It's all only in the periphery, not in the core. So why should it bother us? Okay. Tunanchi we will achieve the each test will address and achieve. Tunanchi. With the fact that you are there with me. Oh Master, you are putting me through this to raise me. To lift me up. அம்மையும் அப்பனுமாய் என்னை பூமியில் ஆக்கி அழித்து அம்மகிமாயின் ஆழ்கடல் வீழ்ந்து யான் ஆழ்ந்திடும் முன் என் மனம் அன்னி இழுத்து உன் பதத்தில் இருத்தினையான் சின்மயனாம் அருணாச்சலா நின் அருட்சித்திரம் என்னே. So before I could dubify, before I could completely windify, you have picked me up, you pulled me up. What is it to worry? It's okay, I may fall. Okay, you are there to pick me up. So Tunanchi will address every single test because it's only the periphery. It is not in the core. So he puts us through those tests. Why? Because we are saying, no, kiye karidi metta kiye pakkuvam makini aandarul arunachala. We are saying, Bhagavan has said it for us. Look at me, think of me, touch me, make me fit, ripen me. Then my master will govern me. I have to become fit to receive that jnana, no? If I am not fit to receive it, what will happen to this body? What will happen to the world? If I am not ready to receive the jnana and jnana enters, the body will drop. There's no doubt about that. It has been said time and again. And if the body doesn't drop, all the shaktis that are generated will go on to different, because it's not ready, it's overflowing. It's not ready to receive it. It's not got the full patratva. It will mess up everything. So he has to make us fit. Why should he want to mess up everything? He's working so hard to make us fit properly. Why should he want to mess it up? He won't mess it up. He'll do it at the right place, right time. Perfect timing. Master of timing. Master of proper placement. Master of timing. See, even Bhagavad Gita, it's very, very nice to note that it had to happen at a particular time. This confusion for Arjuna could have happened anytime. The moment the war was declared, he could have felt worried. No, Ayyo, I have to fight Bhishma. Ayyo, I have to fight Drona. Ayyo, I have to fight all my gurus. Kripacharya. I don't want to fight. He could have thought of it previous night. No, he didn't think of it the previous night. He came on the Ratha and Bhagavan Shri Krishna takes that Ratha in between the two armies. Only then he gives that Upadesha, which gives Jaya. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Patho Dhanurdaraha, Tatra Shrihi Vijayo Bhutihi Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. So that Vijaya has to come only at that time. Because the readiness, completely Vishada, total Vishada, total future. Yet there is also the total surrender. The combination comes, he's ready to give the Gita Upadesha. Gives his Vishwarupa Darshanam, he gives the Gita Upadesha, he says in his Vibhuti Yoga at the end, he says, Athava Bahuna Etena Kinyatena Tavarjuna. What is the use of your knowing so much of Vibhutis of mine? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Vishtabhyahamitam Krishnam Eka Amshena Sthito Jagati. Understand that this entire universe is just one aspect of me. And then he pours the jnana. But one thing about him, this beautiful song of Muruganar comes to my mind. கெடிய மண்டையிற் கீரும் அயன் எழுத்து அழிப்படும் திறன். What is his capacity? His capacity is such that Ayan is Brahma, who has kept accounts, and therefore he writes this Talai Vidhi. Each of us have got a Vidhi Prakaram only become. Prapta Prakaram become. But what does Bhagavan do? What Tiran does he have? What capacity does he have? He has the capacity to change that story. கெடிய மண்டையில் கீரும் அயன் எழுத்து அழிப்படும் திறனாயும் பெரிய வேங்கட செல்வப்பிரான் அடி வழிப்படல் விட்டு மார்க்கம் ஒன்றில்லையே. There's no other marga except to follow him. No other marga except to follow him. வழிப்படல் விட்டு மார்க்கம் ஒன்றில்லையே. But every time, when we discuss this sloka, Rameshwar will say, "Where man, he is going on achieving all your karma, all your talai vidhi, but you don't want writing fresh, no." It becomes difficult for it. We should also stop writing. Surrender point has come. Now, whatever has been written already, you please get rid of that and you absorb me into yourself, into your jnana self. Till we think we can get it any other way, we are stuck. If we think we can get it even through vidvat, we are stuck. See this. What is the point of going on and on and on and on and on existing without that surrender, without that the joy of the anubhava that he provides us? This Bharadwaja story is there. In his previous avatars, as Vishwanath Ji would say, Bharadwaja was Pandita, a Veda Pandita. So he will go and he will become a great Arinyar in Vedas, great Pandit. Then one day, Hari Om Tat Sat, as he says, one day, Hari Om Tat Sat, as he says, he has to die. He dies. He drops his body. But his sankalpa to become a Veda Pandita is so high that he is again born in a Vedic Brahmana's house. Again he does, and again there is Pandityam. There is great tapas being built up. Veda tapas. Veda Adhyayana tapas being built up. Again he dies. Again he is born as a Veda Pandita. Again he dies. This goes on and on, couple of births. Then what happens? Bhagavan says, enough is enough. This man is going on doing this. I have to show myself to him. I have to reveal the truth. So one day he is going to the to do his Sandhya Vandanam near the river. And as he does his Sandhya Vandanam, he finds one old man is sitting over there and taking some mud in his hand and throwing it into the river. Taking some mud in his hand and throwing it into the river. That's his Sandhya Vandanam. He comes back, and when he comes back, this man is still doing the same thing. Taking some mud, throwing it in the river. Taking some mud, throwing it in the river. A little curious now, this Bharadwaja, born as a Veda Pandita. So he says, oh, very old gentleman, can you tell me for what reason you are going on taking this mud and throwing it into the river? Taking a little bit handful of mud, throwing it in the river consistently, you've been doing it for such a long time. What is the reason for it? So this old man looked at him and said, can't you see? I'm building a bridge across the river. So this man started laughing. How can you build a bridge with these handfuls of sand being thrown into this gushing river? How is it possible? So he looked at him and he said, so Shatakrutu, this was Paramatma in human form, who came to teach him a lesson. So this old man looked at him and said, "Oh, then how do you expect your handfuls of Veda Dhyayana to get you across the samsara saga?" So even that will not get us true independence, true freedom that we want. It has to be only completely dissolving. That is pure Amrita.